So I'm assuming you work with many different professions and roles within that. Do you see any commonalities with everyone that you work with?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of different professionals that we work with, different types of businesses, different types of individuals, families, but the main causes that I see in working with clients is there's just a lack of education. The knowledge isn't really there, so a lot of people, when they come to me, they have different insurances in place.
Morning, everybody. So great to have you here today, Kim.
Thank you.
This is the Tuesday Morning Connect Show where we get together with all of you to find your voice and share your gift with the world. It's great. If you'd like us to cover a specific topic, I don't think I'm even in the first screen.
You are.
All right, anyways, I'm not going to read that anymore. This is the Connect Show with John and Tracy, and we're here live at the Expansive Studio, and we have Kim not here with us today.
Hey.
And who do we have on the show today, Mitch?
Hey guys, thanks so much. Tracy, Kim, good to see you guys this morning. Good to see everybody. Excited for this show today about how you can look your best and how you can feel your best. First, looking your best. Bill Sargent is here. And Bill Sargent is the guru of headshots. Like, literally, you can drop the mic after saying that. You don't need to say anything else about him. He's amazing. He's unbelievable. He is the guru of headshots. But Bill shared with me quite some time ago that he's allergic to jobs and bosses. And so he's created his own opportunities. He's created his own path. But the question I have for Bill is, does that mean he's allergic to himself? Because sometimes when you own your own business, that means you're your own boss. So maybe we'll find out that answer. His first national media exposure was at 4 years old. Maybe there's a good story there. He went to UW-Madison like I did. Not at the same time, though. And he's a big-time drummer. So if you have a chance to listen to him, just grab those sticks and go, take that opportunity. Dianna Marks is here as well. And she is the owner and founder of Mind Body Beautiful. She's a mother of 3, grandmother of 7, and she is super duper active. She's a registered nurse. She's a multi-certified personal trainer, and she's a nutrition coach. For a long time, she provided care bedside for people who are going through final stages of life. And she has taken that and what she's learned from that and invigorated life and health into people through training and through nutrition. Her bio goes on and on and on about all these kayaking and mountain climbing, all these cool things. We'll hear about that as well today. So Dianna and Bill are here today. Tracy and Kim, back to you.
Woohoo! Thank you, Mitch. That was great. I just love Mitch's energy.
He does have a lot of energy.
So much fun. The Connect Show is brought to you by Connect Media Live. We help businesses create bold and interesting marketing material to help you grow your business.
And we'd also like to thank our sponsor here at Expansive, where we broadcast the Connect Show. Expansive is a wonderful place and a great community to be part of. And in fact, next Tuesday at Expansive, we are having a picnic.
It's National Co-working Day next Tuesday, which is really exciting. So there's going to be a food truck here, which I love food trucks.
And the first 30 people that attend get to get the food truck food for free.
They do. Yeah. So there's been invitations. You can find the full invitation. John's got it up on the screen, or visit us on LinkedIn for more information. There's going to be bags,
Jenga,
giant Jenga.
Food,
lots of more food, and great conversations. So it's going to be a good time.
It's from 11 to 1, so I hope you guys can come and stop by. And we also want to talk about the Connect Media Live and the Connect Show. So the Connect Media Live is the parent company for the Connect Show. The Connect Show is all a volunteer effort. So everybody here working behind the scenes, we're all volunteering our time. And we do have a group of people that help us with promoting the show, putting it on Facebook, social, working on getting all the stuff lined up. And coming in October, we have the Fusion event, which you guys have no idea how these volunteers are working behind the scenes to get you a huge gift for the business shower. That is so exciting.
It's so exciting. I can't wait to spill the beans on all the things for the small business shower because
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
It's going to be fabulous.
Really
So
good.
totally looking forward to that. And that Fusion event, I believe, is October 18th.
Yes, that sounds
Yes.
right. Yep. Going off script today, guys.
Yep, going off script. And so our topic today, Kim, is what do you do to be a badass? Because apparently we're talking about how to be a badass today.
I like being a badass.
Because we are in the month of wellness, and this is our last show on wellness. Next month, we're talking about how to get your business started, like all the different things you need working on, like an LLC or laws and rules and all those kinds of things. So this is our last month on being your best self. And today our topic is, what do you do to be a badass?
So being your best self requires being a badass, huh? I think I just wake up a badass. I wake up, take care of kids, do work, try to get everything all together. I don't do like the meditation thing or anything like that. I really should. We talk about it all the time. There's been some great advice given on the show, like starting with daily rituals. My daily ritual is get up and work. Get up, work, see the kids, and put it all together. And I think it just in turn kind of just naturally makes me a badass. So,
Well, when you get the stuff done every day.
oh, when I get the stuff done every day. When I don't get the stuff done every day, I have to be a bigger badass tomorrow.
Right.
So I said
Right.
badass a lot in the last minute and a half. How about you, Tracy?
We're going to get flagged on YouTube. They're going to take our video down for all the swearing you just did.
Hopefully not. So
How
what do
about
you
me?
do to be a badass?
I don't do the meditation thing. I've tried it. I think I just like to do the walking thing. And so, like, when you're out walking, you're already in your head.
Yeah.
So I qualify that as my meditation, or vacuuming my pool. Meditation there, because it takes like at least an hour.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything else but stand there with the stick. And,
I have a robot.
Clean the
Does
pool.
it himself.
Yeah, that's nice. But my robot always gets stuck in places and then it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I gotta use the stick to clean it. But otherwise, I just rely on a lot of to-do lists and just try to be efficient in getting my work done every day, take a lot of notes, do a lot of responding and a lot of connecting. And that gets me through all my days.
I think between you and I, we use a lot of tools to help us make ourselves badass though too.
A lot of tools.
There's a lot of tools that help us get through our day.
And then we do things like the think tank last night where we talk about all the cool tools that there are, and then I discover all sorts of cool tools and then wreck my laptop because I had all these tabs open and now they're all gone.
Oops.
Because I was trying new tools. But if you don't try new tools, you won't know what's out there. I mean, I could have run into something really cool. I just never know. There's so many cool things out there.
Absolutely.
So do you want to read our quote for today?
Our quote for today: age is not a barrier. It is a limitation we put on ourselves. Unknown, apparently. I don't know who said it, but
So John over here behind the scenes, do we have any comments in the chat that we should be addressing? Or is there anybody that wants to leave any comments? No? Not
if
today?
and this may not have been mentioned at the beginning of the show, but if you are following us on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook right now, if you comment in the chat, we will see it. John will bring it up on the screen for us, and we can completely interact with whatever you have to say.
Are we ready for our first guest?
We're ready for Bill. All right. Oh, we have Rajiv next.
Oh, now you can
Thanks,
come sit
John
down.
and Tracy.
Okay.
Here's your
You can come
Reputation
sit.
Minute. Today we'll be talking about talking and listening. It may come as no surprise that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. There's probably a deeper reason for this. One reason that I would like to offer for consideration is that there is a huge benefit to being an active listener as opposed to just diving in and start talking right off the bat. When you listen more, or when listening is your first approach, you're able to pick up on a lot of very invaluable information about the person that you're in conversation with. You're able to pick up on their level of interest, their level of hesitation, their level of sincerity, their level of enthusiasm, excitement, fear, or any other emotional or situational element, which will prove extremely valuable when it's your time to speak. That's one benefit. The second benefit is that when you first wear the role or are in the role of an active listener, it makes the other person feel valued and respected. In their mind, they're thinking that it is very kind of you and generous of you to listen first and to really take in what they're speaking. And it really elevates your profile in their eyes. This also has the effect of making them want to really hear you when it's your time to speak. They will also warm up to you as a person and will most likely want to have future ongoing communication with you. All of this adds up to a very positive reputation of you in their minds. And chances are that when they speak of you to other people, their peers,
As a lifelong entrepreneur, Bill launched his first business at 4 years old. Today, he owns 3 businesses and 7 brands. Look at him counting. Bill is I would have to say this. I say porcupine artist, but
Porcupine. Portraiture.
portraiture artist. It's a little inside joke. And a certified professional photographer. He serves on the board of directors of the Wisconsin Professional Photographers Association as past president and is a member of the Professional Photographers of America.
His leading brand, Milwaukee Headshots, creates and provides premium headshots and branding images for a wide range of clients, from the solopreneur to major corporations. As a board member, public speaker, connector, consultant, coach, and mentor, how do you do all that? Bill interacts with the businesses representing a wide range of commerce and industry.
Welcome, Bill. Tell us about your badass self.
Oh man, that's you throw me off the air if I did that.
The YouTube will really take us down.
That's fine.
No, I do headshots and in portraiture and families and different things like that, and a very sophisticated thing called light painting. I'm probably one of about 40 people in the United States that does what I do the way using the technique we've got. So that's what I've got.
So that just naturally makes you a badass?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I could vouch for some badass stuff that Bill does. Being in a lot of networking events with Bill, he's always, he's like his best self every day. Like every day he's always in the best same mood. Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Like you can always count on when you see Bill, Bill's going to be in a great mood.
And he's going to give great advice to somebody every time you see him.
Well,
Every time.
First of all, it's lighting up the room, it's making people happy, it's making people smile, and it's making a difference. So, whatever you can contribute to those, that's our job.
Yeah, but you just make it look so easy. Like some days people are like, they're dying inside going, I'm never going to get this work done, or I lost this account. And every day you just, no matter what's happening, you just...
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
So thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to get to some of your history a little bit. What is a certified professional photographer?
A certified professional photographer is somebody who's gone through an enormous amount of training and education so that they can consistently provide an excellent product no matter what we're faced with. My certification took me 3 years. The test that we take, the testing that we go through, 2 separate tests, is just like taking a bar exam. I mean, you walk into a sterile room, you can't carry any pencil or phone or anything in with you, and they have monitors watching you, and there are 3 different tests in the same room, so you can't copy. It's really strict. And there are less than 2,500 of us in the United States. And the last count I made, I think there are about 5 of us in southeastern Wisconsin. So.
Wow. That's
Well,
not too many.
congratulations to you for that, because we know you know you don't like jobs and bosses, so that's almost like a boss thing to take a test and have to have to actually pass it to be certified. So good job on that.
So,
Yeah.
so why is a professional headshot so important? I mean, we've got cameras, we've got everything that can take great photos, but why is a professional headshot so much more important than those?
A great headshot is more than just a good camera. I've seen a lot of people with great cameras take some really pretty lousy pictures. Okay, when you're creating a headshot, and there's first of all there's the purpose for that headshot. Where is that going to appear? What kind of business are you in? For example, you want an attorney, a prosecuting attorney, to look one kind of way. You want somebody who's going to bring you health benefits to look a different kind of way. Okay, so there's first of all there's the purpose, then there's the lighting, and all that lighting and the different the equipment that we use and the modifiers and everything else like that. It creates an image that it looks three-dimensional. It doesn't look flat. It doesn't look blah. It doesn't look boring, and it's got to have impact. The number one thing about a headshot is impact, and that's true with really any image. But the thing about it is business is about relationships. No matter how much we go into the tech, and no matter how much we think that this is automation is taking care of our business, that is taking care of our business, all the business we get is because of us. Okay, and because people do business with people who they know, like, and trust. Okay, if your headshots say, "I like this person, I trust this person, they look competent," you know. Have you ever looked down the directory and on LinkedIn and you go, they're not even present. They've got no headshot. This is an afterthought.
You've got the blue outline. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got the other people who took one at a party or something like
They
that,
only
and
half
then they
alpha.
cut it. Yeah, and you've got all this stuff, and you go down and you go, no, no way I'm going to spend $50,000 with that person. They don't even care enough to get a good headshot, and then you know. When you've gone down that directory and somebody jumps out at you, that's called impact. And you go, I don't even care what they do. I'd like to know that person. And that's really what it is. So it's my job to make you look real, the best real you, okay? Like you look on your very best day of your life, every day online, because that's the first impression. And that first impression never changes. And that first impression will make a person more money than anything else because of the business they attract, or lose them more money than anything else because of the business that they repel.
You know, you mentioned something, and you mention this often, that that's your first impression.
Mm-hmm.
You want people to know, like, and trust you.
Yes.
But you also said something that was kind of interesting to back it up even in a different manner. You want, maybe if you are a defense attorney, you might want people to look at you and be just a little intimidated. No, I don't want to get to know that person. I don't want to know them. I don't want to ever have to face that person in my life because of that headshot, right?
Absolutely.
Right? So,
And that works for some people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question here, totally just a random question. So we're talking about LinkedIn photos. So what if you have multiple different headshots? Do you want them all to be the same headshot across all of your platforms so people can become familiar with just this one headshot? I know you're supposed to get your headshots updated like every few years or something, but what if you're using multiple different ones? Is that okay? Or
Oh, yeah.
like from a branding position?
Yeah. Because, first of all, it depends on the business. Mm-hmm. Okay, some people are not doing business on Facebook. Some people are doing cats and feet and food. Okay, And so maybe a nice casual image there that looks really good.
Toes.
Something that looks really
WL
good,
some there.
but is casual and it's happy and it's carefree sort of thing. And then when you go to another platform where like LinkedIn, you want more, probably depends on your business. You probably want to present more of a professional executive image there. So yeah, many people have different headshots for different platforms and different uses.
I've always wondered that too, because I feel like, I mean, I have one of the most fabulous headshots ever. I'm just saying, this guy might have done it, but I'm feeling it's almost a little bit outdated now because my hair's a little longer, but I feel like I branded myself with that, and I'm afraid to change it. You know?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got the photographers. Go ahead.
Yeah, unless it's part of your logo or something like that. No, go ahead. Here's what happens when a person gets a new headshot, a good headshot. They often see, in fact, almost all the time, see an uptick in business. I had one person recently told me, says, I got a new headshot from the corporation because their corporation said, use this guy, period. So he got a new headshot there, and his business increased 25%.
Well, I have to imagine if you did kind of brand yourself with that headshot also, people may be like, hey, Kim got a new photo, nice new photo, and then that brings on new conversations as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So, does everybody need a headshot?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Oh boy. Everybody needs a headshot because it's one time or another in your life you're going to need a headshot. Could be today and could be in 40 years. Okay, it's real simple. How many times have you ever looked at an obit and go, this guy lived 70 years and that was the best picture they could find of him? And really, seriously, because the first thing that happens when somebody passes away, oh, we got to find a picture of him. And I just did a group of people that for them, they know that this is their casket photo. They know that this is their obit photo because they were all over 85, and they need one. They know they need one. So does everybody need one? Yes.
Regardless
Okay.
of business, individual or not.
Regardless. I mean, even in your social media, dating. Oh my goodness, guys, get some help. Seriously, I've had women tell me, "Can you help these guys?" And seriously, if you want somebody to swipe right, you better step up your game, okay? So if you're on a dating site, if you're in a new point in life, if you're starting a new job, if you're looking for a job, all those things, all those people need good headshots. It really pays off.
You're the man to do it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a headshot.
I think it just shows that you're investing in yourself, which means that you find yourself valuable, which means anybody, a spouse or somebody looking for you to work for them is going to see that and recognize it, and they're going to want that.
Yeah, and remember, it's not always for you. That could be for your kids or your grandkids or great-grandkids. That was grandpa. Yeah.
Jara Anders says, any advice on photo editing professionally?
Do it.
Just do it.
Yes.
Do it, get it done?
Yes, get it done. If you want to do it yourself, take the time to learn how to do it. But editing is 50% of the process. Capturing is the first step in the camera, and then after that, now my artistry goes to work. And that's what brings it out and makes it pop and makes it happen.
So we have a page for you on the website. It's theconnectshow.com/Bill Sargent with all of your contact information. But do you have any events or anything that you wanted to give away today?
Yes, I have an event coming up in mid-September. I think it's the 18th but you have to get in contact with me. I'm going to do an all-day workshop from like 9 to 6, and where we're going to cover all aspects of photography, lighting, post-production, everything from the novice to professionals. So everybody will learn something and learn how to step up your game. Get in contact with me for information on that. We're going to be holding that in Glendale. And I have a giveaway today from my other hat.
We didn't even
We
talk
didn't
about that
even
hat.
talk about that hat. This
We
was
didn't
7
talk
brands. I don't even know how
about
we'd
that hat.
cover all that.
Real briefly, my other hat. I became a professional musician at the age of 13 and went on the road with famous people at 16, and I've spent my whole life doing that right up until today. That's the one thing I do when I'm not doing it with a camera. So I have the Best of Bill Sargent bands, volume 1 here, with 4 of my bands on it, and everybody that's heard this thing tells me it is incredible. So we're going to give that away today. I'm going to give that to Ms. Kim.
That is so exciting. I have actually heard Bill's big band play, and it
In
was
person.
quite the treat. Yes, in person. It was an event, and it was quite the treat. J.R. Anders, for their question, they got this CD.
Get your
Oh,
winner.
no tapping. I'm hurting someone's ears. We got our winner, J.R. Anders.
J.R.
Contact John at mkevideo.com with your info, and you will get this sent to you. I will not tap it on the table again.
Why not? Why not? Because that would be annoying.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Thank you.
You were absolutely
I love
fabulous.
These people here, yes.
Bill has become a tremendous friend of ours, and we love having him around. So I appreciate you, Bill. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thanks so much, Bill, for coming on.
We're on to the marketing moment. I'm just going to introduce myself. If Tracy can scroll on through, we're off to the marketing moment. And today, we've talked a little bit about this in the past, but I want to talk about email marketing. Email marketing is an absolute free marketing tool everyone should be using. So if you are getting email addresses from your client base, they're giving you permission to email them, and it's send them updates, send them newsletters, send them. I gotta stop looking at Tracy because she's not part of this conversation. Sorry. Send them updates, send them newsletters. What's going on in your business? Send them offers. Whatever you have to give, send to them via email. It can be low cost. There are some email marketing platforms that do cost money, but there are absolutely some out there that you can use for free. Or you could just use your email service provider if you don't want to create a newsletter or whatever, but stay in touch with your client base. It's easy to measure the engagement. If you do use a marketing tool for email, even one of the free ones, you get analytics behind that saying how many people opened it, who opened it, what they clicked on. It's all really, really good tools for you to know what your customers are liking, seeing, and wanting to hear. So it'll drive the ability to increase your brand awareness. If you're putting your logo on it, using your fonts, using your colors, it helps to secure your brand awareness. It's a great way to follow up with your clients, and you're able to reach as many people as you have an email address for quickly. If you use the tool properly, you will be able to stay out of spam folders using as much information as you have available and ready to use. If you have questions on email marketing, there are a ton of tutorials, YouTube videos, and a lot of times that software will also have a how-to or a get started with them. You can pay to have your branding completely implemented. So it's good to go from beginning to end, whether you are just getting started or need help. There's a tool out there for you. So use email marketing. I hope that this was helpful to you. And we are gonna be back.
Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna wing it for a second.
Are we here? Are we
We're
back?
here.
Great.
We're back.
Well, our next guest today is Dianna, and she is waiting lurking behind the scenes here.
There she
There she
is.
is. So Dianna, it's so great to have you here today. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do with your business? And can you talk again?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, great. So tell us a little bit more about you.
All right. So I own Mind Body Beautiful, which is an online coaching business that I have. It's all about fitness, nutrition. I think the main thing is mindset. And I coach women, mainly over 50, 50, 60 and above, to live their best life. And what I mean by their best life, it's like their next chapter. And so it's like I was just saying, it's really truly mindset that you can do anything that you want in your life. Mainly women who want to get in their best shape. They've raised their kids. They're now empty nesters, and they've spent all their time taking care of their family and, doing their work and whatever, getting the kids off to school. And now they're finding that they're empty nesters and they have grandkids. And then they look at themselves and they're not feeling very good about themselves. And that's physically, that's mentally, sometimes emotionally, as well. And so I help them like increase their energy, improve their relationships with themselves, but with their family and their friends. And I like to say that I like to help women get their sexy back. So it's online coaching, fitness, nutrition, mindset, lots of accountability, motivation, and things like that. So yeah, it's lots of fun.
I think we both can see the value in that over here because
I'm not even 50 and I see the value.
Yeah,
I mean, yes.
Yeah, my kids are, my youngest is 21, I think, maybe 22. But I can totally see how when your kids
he's
are
not
getting
watching.
older, and all of a sudden they're older, and now it's I have time to take care of myself now. So, but how do you do that when you've been spending all of your time, like Kim's in that position right now, where she's just it's all kid, and work, and sometimes you have to put yourself on the back burner a little bit. But
You do.
yeah.
But it's really, when I find it's really important to take some time for yourself. So we talk a lot about carving that time out on a daily basis, or maybe it's 3 times a week, that it's your time. It's like scheduling time for yourself. And what I find with women is we feel guilty and we start to feel like we're being selfish. And honestly, what it is the more you take care of yourself, the more energy you're going to have to be able to take care of the kids, to be a better mom, to be a better wife, to be a better coworker, be a better grandma. And because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to get to that certain age and it's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Is now I'm 50, or, like Kim said, you're not even 50. I help a lot of 40-year-olds too, and even younger. And the reason why I kind of hit 50 is because I'm in that age group. But, you find yourself, you're like, oh my gosh, what happened to this past 40, 45, 50 years? And so here I am, like, look at how how fast that goes. Like my kids are in their 30s and I have 7 grandkids. And I look at them and I go, how did this happen? Like, how did that happen? And so I want to be able, I was a nurse. I still am a nurse. I keep my license up, but I want to be able to help women to stay out of the healthcare system, stay healthy, and prevent all those things that we have control over. And that's our weight. That's what we put in our mouth. It's our activity level, and then it's also the way we think about ourselves and how we talk to ourselves. So there's a lot of like, mindset. I feel like is this kind of like term that gets maybe overused a little bit, but I think in this day and age, it's really important to have that healthy, how we talk to ourselves, because I mean, if we're saying we're fat in the mirror, I mean, we start to believe that. And so I mean, I've lived that life, and I'm just here to help women, be better versions of themselves, whatever that is for them. And everybody has different goals too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I'm just feeling it all.
Good. And like the quote that you had, I can't remember it. Do you remember the quote of the day? It just made a lot of sense to me.
It
No.
was about
Yes.
age is not a barrier; it's a limitation we put on ourselves.
Yeah, it's all right here. You know,
That
and
is
we
so true.
talk, oh my gosh, we talk a lot about, oh, I need motivation, but what we have to learn is the discipline to do things that maybe we don't want to do. Like, I don't feel like getting up and working out every day, and I don't feel like, I want a big juicy burger, once in a while. And you can have all those things, but it's really like doing things that you don't want to do. But once you do it, you feel more motivated. Just like, how many times have you felt like, I don't really want to go for that walk or whatever, but then you go and you do it and you're like, wow, I feel so much better.
So glad I did it.
Well, I'm to the
so
point
glad
now
I did it.
where it's I need a walk. I need to go. Like, because you get to you get into the habits after a while, and you feel the benefits, and then when all of a sudden you can't do it for a couple of days, you miss it, and you want it in your life. So
Right. Right. Because
it's
when
just
you do
making
it, you
that
feel
into
good.
a habit.
Exactly.
So, what are 3 things women can do to get their sexy back?
Oh, let's see. First of all, they have to be committed to themselves. That is the number one thing. And I talk to a lot of women every day, and that's the biggest thing we talk about. You have to really want to do it for yourself. You can't really want to do it for somebody else. And that is honestly, that is the number one, because if you want something bad enough in this life, whether that's, I mean, it might be as simple as hey, I want to get, hair extensions. I mean, it might be, I really want that car, and you will find a way to do that. And so if you're not committed to yourself, you're not going to do it. Second thing to get that sexy back is really invest in a coach to help you do that. And that is, it can be someone that you go like personal training, joining a gym, and really committing to that, but hire somebody to help you, because you're going to get stuck in some ruts. You need someone to help you on that path, on that journey. And this is how I describe it. I describe it as you're on one side of the bridge and you're crossing the river and you want to go to that other side. And it's nice to be able to have someone that you can lean on that will help, give you the tools that you need to get to that other side, and creating that vision that you have for yourself. Everybody has a different vision for themselves and what that is. And the third thing is actually just do it. Like, get support, family, friends, all of that. It's like, I wish I was able to take Nike's quote, just do it, because it just means it's just like, why are you waiting? Make that commitment. And yeah, it hurts sometimes. Exercise sometimes isn't fun, and but once you do it, you do feel good. So those are the 3. I mean, there's more, but I'll leave you with those.
I just can't get sexy back out of my head. Thanks for that.
Oh,
It's like it's going to be in there all day. Thanks. I love it. I love it. It's a great song. So,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
how does menopause affect a woman's health, their fitness goals, and ultimately their ability to reach those goals?
Okay. Yeah. So menopause, lots and lots of information out there about that. And I think we are in an amazing time, because years ago, there was not a lot of information about women's health. Yes, there's gynecologists, and we talked about menopause and all those things, but that is like our medical society. But there is so much information now out there about women's health. So menopause does affect us. I don't use it as an excuse. There's a lot of women that will use it as an excuse. I've gained 20 pounds. It's menopause. This is just how it is. This is how it's supposed to be. This happened to my mom. But once we understand it, it will help. It will help you. Well, let me just explain this. So with menopause, we lose our estrogen and our progesterone and our testosterone, and a lot of those hormones go down. It happens with men. It happens. Every woman goes through menopause. And so what happens is our fat cells shift a little bit. And so that's when we talk about that weight gain and things, it kind of settles into our abdomen and our hips and things like that. And that can also, as we get older, our activity levels drop a little bit. And then, of course, with the hormones dropping a little bit, we're not chasing little kids necessarily. And so our bodies are doing some different things. And so there's different ways that we can deal with that. Obviously, exercise, and I'm talking like strength training. I'm not talking powerlifting and CrossFit and all that. And if you like that, that's great. But it's actually lifting some weights, some dumbbells, resistance bands, and things like that. Because what's going to happen there is it's going to rev up our metabolism, which does decline because of our hormones going down. It's going to help build lean muscle, burn some body fat, and so it does affect us, but we know ways in which to help ourselves. Hormone replacement therapy, activity, eating whole foods, eating enough calories, because a lot of times what happens is we get into these low calorie diets, 1,200 calories, and what happens is our metabolism is just going, and if we keep eating like that, there's nothing there to rev us up. We need calories for energy. And so when I start with clients, it's like, okay, you're going to be, like it could be like 16 or 1,700 calories, and they haven't had that in years. And so, it takes a little bit of time for you to get used to that, but that's what you need. If you're working out and you're, walking and you're just doing your activities of daily living, you need to have those calories. So menopause does affect all of us. And yes, it can cause a lot of crazy things, hot flashes and all that, but there's a lot of things that we can do now about that. So we don't, like my mom said, I had hot flashes for 17 years. You might as well just get used to it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to.
Not happening.
I'm like, no way. There's so many things out there now that we can do to help ourselves, and every woman's a little different. So what helps one woman might not help another, but then we work through that and we find out what works for you. I know I'm talking a lot, but that's
No, it's great information. Are you kidding me? No.
It's such a passion of mine, and
Taking it all in.
Good.
Yeah, taking it all in. So.
So what are some things women can do to help ourselves and make it more of a priority to take care of ourselves in our life? Like, how can we put some time aside every day and do it? Like you said, just do it.
Right. Just do it.
Like, but how?
Right. Help me, right? So what I suggest for my clients is, and it depends on a little bit about their history, if they've exercised before and kind of where they're at in their life. But say you start with 3 times a week, you pick whatever days those are, and you're going to do your workout. And workouts really should be anywhere, 30 to 45 minutes of a good, like intense workout where you have a plan and you know what to do. But you carve that out. You put that time on your calendar, just like an appointment. So if you have a dentist appointment or whatever, you are going to make that appointment. So if you put on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from whatever time, and it can be the morning or the afternoon, it really needs to fit your daily schedule or the lunch hour. But if you put on your schedule from 6:30 to 7:30, you're working out, whether that's at home or going to the gym, that is like a non-negotiable time for you. That's like the red spot on your calendar, right? You need to, and it sounds really terrible saying you need to, but you really do need to carve that time out. And then you let your family know, like, this is my time, mom or grandma or husband, this is my time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 7:30, I'm going to go work out, I'm going to shower. And then whatever it is, if you go to work or those kinds of things, you really have to make it a priority. But once you start to do that, that gets to be a habit. And then those habits get to lead to discipline. And then it's just something that you're going to always do. Just like you go to work every day.
I think that's kind of a good tip, though, for those of us that it's not part, that's part of Tracy's thing. Like, I'm going out for a walk, but those of us that it's not part of our daily thing, putting it in the calendar and making it happen. Because I'm not going to skip that Zoom call when it's in my calendar. I need to not skip.
Right.
I need to not skip the workout and put it in there.
Right.
And I think that it just, in order to make it part of your daily, maybe that's exactly what you need to do. I live on my calendar.
Yes.
So I think that's great. Yeah.
Yes. And I color code.
Except for when you're looking at that thing in your calendar going, there's nobody else involved but myself. I'm just not doing that today.
Right.
Well, how do you deal with that? Like, I guess it's
Right.
just how much do you want it, you know?
Right, it really is. And you can elicit, have friends do it with you. Like now it depends on where you're working out too. Like if you're working out at home, sometimes that's hard for women because they're not as motivated. They don't have somebody with them. I tend to, a lot of women I work with do work out at home, and it's just something that they do. They go in their basement or their office and they get it done. And again, it's that discipline that will drive that motivation. Like, okay, I really don't feel like it, but I know that I'm going to feel really good. It's on my calendar. I'm going to do it. And it's all right here. When people say that it's all in your head, it's all in your head. It just
Maybe
really,
set those resistance bands right next to your computer so you have to look at it.
It's totally where
Say,
I
I'm
have
doing
mine.
this. I'm doing
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Or we had a Facebook user say, find a friend or an accountability coach so that you know what you are. Someone else is in that calendar.
And I was going to say something about that. With our masterminds on Fridays, we've been doing that goal setting, and we've decided to continue with the goal setting on Fridays. But if you had, and what's making us all accountable is that we don't want to show up on Fridays and go, oh, I didn't do it again. Oh, I didn't do it again. Oh, I didn't.
Right.
Because after all, you're like, I don't want to
Right.
show up again and say I didn't do it again. So you automatically do it just to get out of that. And if you had the same kind of thing with a
So
fitness
true.
plan, you would go like the 3 weeks and finally go, okay, I went to the gym.
Did it.
I did it.
I did it.
I was
can be
only there
proud of
for 10
myself.
minutes, but I went there.
Right, and it's true. Like, so in my programs, my Mind Body Beautiful programs, there is accountability built in. So everybody has a calendar, and I put their habits, their workouts, and they have to check off that they did that. And I can see that every day.
Oh,
So that's a really good, that's like, oh, I drank my water, I got my sleep in, I did my workout.
boy, that's like having somebody
Uh-huh.
watch you do it. Watch
Yep.
you do or not do. That's almost the same kind of thing.
Yeah, so I don't watch them work out, but they check it off and then they record. There are workouts in there, and they can put like, I use 15-pound dumbbells, I did this many reps, and so they have to record that. Yeah, it's really awesome because there's that accountability, and then there's me sitting on their little shoulder going, oh, yeah, get your workouts in, and you
There it
know,
is.
you did it 3 times, and then yeah, we just kind of go from there. So yeah.
And we didn't ask Dianna either what makes her a badass, but I think you just took this time and proved to everyone how you are a total badass. So thank you for everything that you've
Oh,
I think it's
absolutely. You're
great.
welcome. Yeah. I love it.
I just want to have you point out that you are in the Milwaukee area, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, but you do all this coaching. You can do it right on Zoom for convenience,
Yes.
also, because
Yes.
I think I did see some of
Yep.
that.
Everything is in an app that I use. All workouts, every workout has videos. Nutrition is in there. Like I said, they have a calendar with all their daily habits. We message back and forth. I also do Facebook Live, and I do a Zoom accountability call. We all get together as a group. And so all the women that are doing programs with me, we all get in on this Zoom call on Mondays, and it's like a really nice community of women who just want to be the best they can be, but they can bounce things off of each other too. And I learn from them just like they learn from me. So it's the best of both worlds.
That's awesome.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Do you have any specials or offers or events
Yes.
that you want to offer our audience today?
Yeah, I would like to offer a free consultation, which I call a discovery call. And what they would do is they would get on a call with me. I find out a little bit more about them, find out if her and I would be a good fit together. And then we just move along the continuum, and we find out what she needs to be that, get her sexy back, or be that badass.
God, I love it. Bring it
Yeah.
back. I just want to sing it. But I
Yeah.
can't. We'll get kicked off YouTube for that too.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Dianna, for coming on the show. You guys can find more contact or more information about Dianna at theconnectshow.com/Dianna Marks.
Thank
And
you so much. Very inspirational today.
Oh,
We had a
thank
total
you.
badass episode today. I love it.
Yeah, it was good. I love it.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Dianna. So once again, that was great. We had some great guests today. Absolutely fabulous. The Connect Show Mastermind, which Tracy had brought up, this month we are talking about accountability again. And we had such a great month in July. We accomplished some fabulous goals.
Right.
We're excited to have some new people join us in August and continue on with some of the same group of people. We really accomplished quite a bit of stuff. If you are interested in joining us for, I guess you can email us ideas at theconnectshow.com for that. So, but there is a link for that mastermind on our website.
Yes. And again, join us on Tuesday for the connection or the expansive picnic.
That picnic's gonna be
I'm waiting
so
for the great picture to show up.
Look at the picnic picture.
There it
There
is.
we go. 11
Yes.
a.m. to 1 p.m. in the expansive courtyard. Jenga, bags, tacos, pulled meats.
It's going to be fun.
And next week we have William Frey and Patricia Lane.
Patricia
Patricia Lane.
Yes. So I think
For our show for next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for letting me co-host on camera. John is here today. He's running controls. Maybe he wants to wave a hand in front of the camera. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But But he's here today. Thank you guys for putting up with me today. Thank you,
you
Tracy.
did great. You did great. Thanks for being a great host. And we'll see you next week, Tuesday.
See you next week.